our legal department, co-comrades and reviewers. I'm Mrs. Queen Olushola from the Ikeja Allen Avenue branch. Have a case of child treatment reported by Mr. Ajoku Kinsiga against his stepmother, Mrs. Kemi Joko. Please join us as we first interview the man and set a date to invite the defendant. We equally have the survivor in the house. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel on Access to Justice TV and follow us on our Facebook page of Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocate Center. For other information, you can visit our website on www.hrdac.org.ng. Thank you. Okay, what is your complaint?
My complaint is that
Speak up.
my complaint is that my son, Quentin Kelechi Ajoku, has been maltreated by his grandfather's wife, which happens to be my stepmother. On
You
the
said
course of
father, you said grandfather, so which one should I be?
his grandfather, that's my father. I'm talking about my father. It was really my father and the stepmother, my stepmother. So she has taken to this step, maltreating the boy. From almost 2 years now, we've been living together. On this note, I have series of complaints um, from my stepmother that the boy is stubborn sometimes, he's not listening sometimes. All those things are normal. So I keep telling my father that he's a child. So you just have to, educate him and try to bring him up in the way you want it. So I have been going there to visit him, and he's been hiding from me. They've been preventing me from seeing him personally. But on the very notice last time, which is February, my father called me because I've been calling him that I want to come and pick my son when I had series of complaints from them. So I decided to go to pick the boy. He refused that I cannot go with him. I should leave the boy to him, that the boy is important to him. I should leave the boy with them. And meanwhile, my siblings have been calling me that I should come and take my son. Otherwise, they will deal with him. They will treat him in the way I will not like. But what I will see, anything I see on the boy, I should take it. I should come and take the boy. When I called my father, I told him that, see what your children are calling me for. So I should not mind them. Who owns the house? He is the owner of the house. Nobody can tell who should stay and who should go. So I should just ignore them. I ignored them. But last, my father called me on February. I can't recall the date. 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, I went there to pick the boy. After I've listened to their complaints and everything, I decided to take my son back to my place. When I went to take him, I saw this injury is almost gone now. And that very day, you could see the wound was so fresh. I have the copies of pictures, which I snapped on my phone. I didn't take a note of it at the back. When I saw this wound on his hand, and I asked my father, I said, what happened to this boy's hand? He said, I should ask him, he should explain better. And I called him, I said, what happened to your hand? He said, his brother Donat, which is the last born to my father, the wife that scared me, my stepmother, the last born that injured him like this. I said, he now called, my father called the son, I said, come, why did you put this kind of mark on this boy? He said they sent him to buy something. He went and stayed in another shop. He was coming back from where he was coming back. He saw the boy in another shop. And I called him, what are you doing there? He said, I want to buy something. That was all. He said, okay, we are waiting for you at home. When the boy came home, according to him, he used electrical wire, to flog, beat hell out of him, hands and legs. You see the leg, the wounds are there on the leg. So yes. So just look at the legs. If you raise your leg up, you can see all the wounds, wire, and they use and torture him like this in the name of disciplining a child in this manner. All the legs. So This one too, the same thing. It's gone. Just a couple of these 2 weeks he stayed with me. I was able to treat him to this extent. Now, my father now pleaded that, and I say, why do you can't you just caution the child? You want to discipline the child. Why don't you discipline him properly? Is it by doing this? This is wickedness. As I started shouting, my father said I should just calm down, that it has happened, that this is nothing, it will go. I should just take him and go. He has been defending him. He has been stopping them from beating him. So, when he's not at home, that's when they will be doing this. So I should just take him and go. I said, okay, no problem. I look at my father with respect. I said, okay, I will go. I took him home. When I got to the house, I asked him to go and freshen up. As he pulled his shirt, and now he did not tell me, when he pulled his shirt to go and take his bath, move the shirt. When he pulled his shirt to go and take his bath, I now saw big, big injuries. It has gone. You see the picture that I snapped, you see that the wounds are fresh. All these picture wounds everywhere. The ear, the face, everywhere. Some dripping water from the ear. Wounds everywhere. Look at his body. Everywhere. Both the down here.
It's okay. Don't expose him more. Don't know
So
what you are trying to do.
I now asked him, I said, come, what am I seeing like
It's
this?
okay.
He said that this is what they've been doing to him when his grandfather is not at home. They've been beating him, telling him that they will torture him until the father, which is me, will come and take him. Otherwise, they will kill him in that house. They don't want him to stay in the house again. Those children are my siblings, my stepmother children.
So why what your complaints so far have nothing to do with the stepmother? So why did you bring this your stepmother in? You
It
say the
has.
son beats the
No,
child.
the son is the one that gave him this mark here
Yes.
and the leg.
What is her
But
involvement?
yes, she is there. The mother too also did her own part. This back. This is what my stepmother did to him in the back. So she and the children, she will be the one to instruct them, do him like this. She will be there to deal with him.
The person that beats the boy, how
And the
old is
number
he?
of people that beat you like this,
How old is he?
the boy, this
Yes.
man should be,
The one that used the wire. How old is
he should be almost, if not 20, if not 20,
he?
should be at least 20 years,
20
or
years.
20 or 19 or 20, I think so. That's the last born to my father. That's my last born, my stepmother's son. And my stepmother also flogged him with wire. The senior brother, which is the one that followed me behind, also, they are all of them. Both my younger sister, which is Amaka, the same thing.
So why are everybody beating only your child? Have you asked what is the issue? Because the whole family cannot hate the boy.
Yes.
Why are they are aside only your father? Your own sister is beating him. The stepmother is beating him. The brothers are beating him. How come that everybody in the house beating only him? Is he the only child in that house?
Yes, he's the smallest in the
Thank
house.
God, he's the smallest.
Yes.
Why everybody, all the adults in the house, beating only him that is the smallest?
Yes, it's simply because I know where the problem is coming from.
Where is the
The
problem
problem
coming
is
from?
coming from between me and them.
How?
I am the first born
Mm,
to my father. My father married their mother and
mm-hmm.
gave birth to them. And the narrative, the kind of, the kind of influence the mother influenced them to make them to believe and accept that I am not their brother. I am a nobody. I'm a bastard. So they don't want me. Even me myself, I can't go and stay there and drink water in peace. The next minute they will all gang up against me. They fought me even before I took him there. They fought me in the day I went to visit my
Where is
father.
the mother of this child?
The mother is not with me. The mother is not with me. I didn't marry the mother, so he's living with me.
So how many of them living with you?
It's just him.
So
Just him.
if he's the only one living with you, why did you okay? They say you say the family hates you,
Yes.
and you know that your stepmother hates you,
Mm.
your siblings hate you.
Yes.
So why do you deliberately want to kill the child by
But
taking him there? If your father cannot stop them from hating you, why did you not pick the child to go and give them?
okay. Well, thank you very much for that question. My father insisted simply because at that time I had issue with operation. I was I underwent serious operation. You can see my face. So I was recovering from this kind of trauma. So I had a lot of issues weighing me down at that moment. I could not even take care of myself because of the operation. So my father now said, you can't be going through this kind of pain and then this boy to deal with it. Just bring the boy to me. Let me be taking care of him while you be recovering from this. Whenever you set back to normal, you can come and take him back. And he told him, I said, you know your wife and your children, they don't want me in that house.
Are you the only child of the father?
Yes, I'm the only one my father had before he married their mother. And my mother is late. So I reminded him how his wife and children have been to me. I don't want anybody to kill my child. I don't want anybody because I know that they will maltreat him definitely. But my father insisted that he will take absolute control, total control over that situation. He will not allow them to do that to him. This is the only grandson he has. He will protect him by all means. And looking at my own self, my condition at that moment, I had no other option than to let him go because he promised me he's going to put the boy to school, to take care of him and everything. So I should just let him go.
Was the boy going to school?
Yes, he was going to school actually. He was going to school. But their complaint, where they use all means to make sure that the boy should leave the house because they don't want him. If they don't want him, they cannot accept him. And even though they won't accept him, it's just for the moment when my father has been talking to them, and stay with them. But they came with so many motives that is disturbing, is stubborn. Before they want to bring accusations to him, I don't know. I can't even sworn
What
that.
kind of
I
accusation?
can't really take oaths. I can't say deny the fact that he did not or he did or
What
not.
are the allegations?
They said he used to take meat from the pot. He used to take meat from the pot. Me, I'm not there. If the child is taking meat from their pot, and maybe me, I said maybe you're not giving him food. Because if a child will be in the bus, I really
It
know.
does meat look like food?
Yes, because if you see the picture,
Hmm. When you said
when I went
if
to
the
him,
child, hold on, when you said if the child is taking meat or stealing meat from the pot,
mm,
meaning they are not giving him food.
that's my own.
Does meat is meat food?
His meat is not food, but I know maybe he's
So
looking for a way to satisfy his stomach.
by stealing meat,
I don't support that. I don't support that. I've told them countless times. I don't take that.
come, what do you do? Because everybody cannot hate you, and children don't lie. Don't lie. What exactly do you do in that house that they were beating you?
I did nothing.
So you just wake up from bed, they started beating you.
No. When this was on August last year.
Mm-hmm.
So when I woke up in the morning,
Can you speak up?
when I woke up in the morning, I went to the kitchen. First I washed the car. Then I went to the kitchen to wash plates. So my grandfather asked me to boil the water for him. So I boiled the water. So the soup boiled there. So I'm not telling me what it was. As I'm boiling the water, I was warming the soup. Then I was washing
Who
it.
asked you to warm the soup?
I used to warm it in the morning. When I'm washing.
Hmm?
When I'm warming up, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
put that they put so I'll warm everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Then when they've left, she was doing somehow when I was sweeping. And she called.
She was doing what?
She was in the kitchen. She was just checking in and checking open pot, close back, close back. Then she now called her son, which is Kennedy, the third one. Then he came. She asked. He said he doesn't know. When they came back,
Ask what?
asked him about meat in pot. Like no, he said he doesn't know about anything. And she said okay. When my grandfather came back with the last born from work, then she called him and called him to his room. Then asked him that who took place for the child to bite it and drop it back. He said he doesn't know. Then
Speak loud. That's what they are saying.
then she said she now called Kennedy, which is our third one. Then he came, they asked him the same thing. He said he doesn't know. Then she now told them to call me that they should not say anything. Told them to call me that they should not say anything. So they called me, they asked me. I said I don't know anything about the meat in the pot. I did not take anything from the pot, bite and drop it back. I wasn't the one. Then she now said I should say the truth. I said I'm not the one. They now told her son to go and bring wire, knife and pepper. That
Wire,
Yes,
knife.
knife and pepper.
Okay.
Then if I keep on saying I'm not the one, they're going to use to tear my body or put pepper all over my body and start flogging me with the wire. Then if I say I'm not, if I say I'm the one, that they won't do me anything. Because if I try next time again, that they will do it to me. So yes, my grandfather said that if he's the one, nobody should touch him. Then my grandfather said that if I'm the one, nobody should touch me. That next time, that if I try it again next time, that they will do it to me. So I had no choice because I wasn't the one that did it. I had no choice than for me to be looking at my body, tearing my body and putting people on my way they flog me to wire. Then I had no choice than to say that I'm the one. So they did not beat me that night.
Mm-hmm.
The next day, their senior brother came back, which his name is Jones. Brother Jones.
Uh-huh.
Then he came back. His mother didn't told him. Then his sister, which was inside the room, when he went to meet her, then she now told him that I took meat from the pot, bite it and drop it back. Then when he asked me, I said I wasn't the one. Before you know it, he got angry. He didn't do me anything at that moment. Then she now had to say something else to add to make him more angry. Then he now went.
She have to do what?
She had to tell him some things more.
What did he say?
She said that I went to brought out his clothes from the basket, throw it on the floor, then put my own inside the basket and leave it like that. So it now got him angry. He now told me to kneel down. From kneel down, I said I should stood down. From stood down, I said I should pick 4 jump. Before you know, he went to the kitchen, carry wire, started beating me. When he started beating me, one mistake came and told me that he should calm down. And I said, no, no, no. When he started beating me, he dragged me to the room, to the parlor. I continued beating me, telling me to do 4 jump. I did more than 200 jump that day. I did more than 200 jump that day.
Where was your granddad?
He went to shop. He wasn't at home.
So after that, what happened?
After that, then they now left me. They now left me. So when he came back, he did not say anything. Then my brother too, the last one.
When your grandfather came, he did not say anything.
Yes, he did not say anything. So when we were sleeping, the last one now, he asked me not to sleep. He told me to lie down straight, put my hand at the bottom, do my head like this. Not sleep.
I can't hear what you are saying. Can't you
Talk
He
speak
now.
up?
told me to lie down straight, that I should not sleep, that I should sleep like this. So I could not sleep like that. I was not crying, he would be beating me. If I not do like that, he would beat me. If I not do like that, he would beat me till the day now break. Then before you know, on February 3rd, when they sent me message, I went to one shop to buy what I want to buy. So when I came out, when I came out, him was coming. He saw me there. He now asked me that what am I doing there? I said I went to buy something there. And I said I went to buy something there. That was they sent me. I said when you come back, come and meet me at home here. Come and meet me at home. Then when
Did they send you to another shop?
yeah, they sent me to go and buy something.
Is it the same shop he met you or a different shop?
I was coming out from the same shop.
Okay.
He was coming back from somewhere. So me, I was coming back from that shop. So that's how I should come and meet him at home here. I should come and meet him. When I got home, the mom now started beating me from outside. When she now said that she should leave me, that I should come. And I came inside and I carried wire, electric kettle wire. Now started beating me.
That what happened?
Now is that way they send me message to? That is that way they send me message, what am I going to do there? That is something to go up and I started beating me.
But with shop he found you, is that the shop they send you to?
Yes.
I don't entertain lies here. You have to say, because if it's the same shop, they cannot be beating you. Which shop did they send you to?
The shop is at almost at the main road side.
Okay, which shop did you go to?
I went to the shop opposite.
Closer to the
Are they having problem with the person, the owner of the shop?
Yes,
So why did you go to the shop?
because I usually buy something there.
But they asked you not to buy something there.
Yes,
But then why did you not go? When they asked you not to be buying something from there, why did you go to the same shop and buy something from there?
so yes, there was a time the woman that owns the shop, which they are having issue with, she was not around. She traveled.
Mm-hmm.
So my dad's stepmom now saw that the woman was not around. My dad's stepmom now saw that the woman was not around.
Mm-hmm.
So she now said that since she's not around,
Don't hit the table.
that said since she's not around, and she will be buying something for them from their hand. But once she come back, I should not buy something from them. And I said, okay. The woman was not there when I went to buy anything from them. So when I now came, when they now saw me, they now got angry. Then they now told me to come home.
So when again did they beat you?
That was the last time we got
How
evicted.
long did you stay there?
I stayed there for 1 year and 2 months.
1 year, 2 months. And your
Yes.
father said you stayed there for 2 years.
No, I said almost 2 years, 1 year plus. That's what I said.
So the 1 year place plus you stayed there, they beat you. You were beaten twice.
Not twice.
Eh?
Not twice.
And that
How many
was what
people
you
need to
said
beat
now.
you now? How many
It's
people
bad
beat you?
dreams.
Don't put words into
Okay,
him.
so,
Don't even try that here.
sorry.
You have a smart, you can speak very well.
Yeah.
You say?
It was not only twice that they beat me. There was one other time too that they beat me. That was September. Yes, when September too they beat me.
What did you do?
I went to buy spag.
What?
I went to buy spaghetti.
Uh-huh.
So where I usually buy the spag, so that I sell it 380
Mm-hmm.
and some people sell it 350.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went to the other side to buy
Which
350.
side?
Like one woman that I usually buy market from.
Can you speak loud?
Yes, one woman that I usually buy market from.
Mm.
So the day she's not around, I'll go to other side to go and buy there 380.
Mm.
Then if she's around, I'll come to her side to buy and it's 350 that they'll sell it.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went to buy it one day, I wasn't around when they went to buy it. So they saw that it was 350 and they bought this bag.
Mm-hmm.
And when they asked me, I told them yes. We went to the shop. The girl said yes, it's 350. But the
Mm-hmm.
last time that I bought it from their hand, it's 380. I bought this bag. So my own now got angry, and our friend now got angry. Now went to buy cane. Then when they came back, they started beating me.
How many of them?
So
Who and
Johnson Kennedy.
who? Hmm?
Johnson Kennedy,
How old is the Jones?
25, 25 or 24.
Do you have their number?
Mm.
Do you have their number?
No, the one they called me last, I didn't store it.
You bring your father number or call your father to provide them for us
Okay.
next week.
My phone number is the one I really put in the place of a number, but I don't have a number, so I just stated my father's number there in case.
When a child is doing something, you don't side the child.
Yes.
For siding the child, you are killing the child and also killing his future.
Yes.
Let me have phone
Yes.
because I listened to your statement. You said when they are complaining that the boy is stubborn, you say it's a normal thing. It's not normal. It's not every children that are stubborn. There are children of his age, he's 15 years. There are children of his age that are humble. They listen to parents, they listen to instruction and all that. And there are children of his age, they are already stealing. Even some already have killed. We have seen 12 years boys and 13. They are far younger than him. That kill little child of 3 years. They ask those boys, why did you kill the child? They took a neighbor child inside bush to go and kill. Say they want to be rich like Zazu. So you don't support children when they are doing bad thing. Children can be scolded anytime, but the level in which the level of the what is it called, the injury they inflicted on him is what we don't accept. You can engage children with diverse punishment and all that, but not to be beating them to the extent of him having all this kind of wounds and injury all over his body. When you send a child to go and buy something, if you bought that thing for 1 naira, as a good child, he will come back and say, this thing I bought it to 1 naira. Even if you give the child 2 naira, a good child will come and return this is 1 naira, this is the change. Even if it assumed that thing is sold for 2,000, when you buy a one 2 naira, if you buy it 1 naira, return to your parents and say, mommy or daddy, uncle, I bought it 1 naira. That is when you will say you'll be studying your child from. When once they are selling something 1 naira, he bought it 50 kobo and say they sell it to 1 naira, or he bought it to 1 naira and he now lied, he said they are selling it 2 naira. That is criminal. And that is from, you might overlook it as a minor thing. No, stealing, robbery, nobody stand overnight and started robbing. They start from minor stealing in the house, from house stealing to neighbor, neighbor to friends, friends to school, school to street, street. Then that is when they have the boldness to start robbing. So if you start scolding child from taking your money as a child, as his father, you let him understand, even if it's owned by you as a father, as far as that thing does not belong to him, he should not touch it. Then he grow up with not touching your things, then he will even see it more dangerous touching neighbors or visitors or strangers property. But if you let him feel or understand, touching, is it not just phone he spoil? Is it not shoe he just shoe he stole? Is it not just the clipper he stole to go and barb his hair secretly? Nothing is just. Stealing is stealing. And once you encourage him to steal little, he will not see it as an evil thing. He will still big thing. So if you scold him for little something, then he will not graduate to big thing. If he steal, he eats meat, is the one that went to warm the soup, and they suspected somebody cut the meat and ate. And he said he admitted because he don't want he admitted that because he don't want to be beaten. That is not also right, good, because you can't compare a child to admit what, you can't even compare anybody to admit what he or she did not do. That is unlawful. So if he stayed there for 1 year plus, and the beating of using wire and all that have not been involved, until this moment they started getting involved, one, who have listened to you and also listened to him, would also want to listen to the other party while they inflict the injury on him. One, the aspect of the injury is totally wrong. It's unacceptable. But let them come and tell us why did they beat him. That both adults, yes, ask him to do frog jump, no problem. Frog jump can never kill any child. If you engage him, if you do it, in fact, if you do it even much number, you are building his thighs and his leg. At a point he will not be feeling it. So if you engage him little, he will feel the pain because it's not what he is doing always. But if you engage him that he can't keep doing it as if it's exercise, he will not feel it anymore because it will become part of him. So if you're engaging children, all this minor domestic punishment and all that, you don't make it strenuous, so that anytime you want to engage them, they will feel the pain, they will be scared of not being engaged, then they will avoid whatever they are doing. That is wrong.
This beating of the team, it started right from the time when they called me. One of my my team called my phone.
What is the name of the people that beat him? What are the names?
Donald, Kennedy, Jones, Amaka Complaied, and Mr.
Hello, good afternoon, please. Okay, you are speaking to Mrs. Queen Olushola from the Human Rights Office, Ikeja. You are speaking to Mrs. Queen Olushola from Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice Office, Ikeja.
Okay.
Am I speaking to Mr. Ajoku?
Yes.
Okay. Please, your attention and that of one of your son is needed in our office over child treatment. What is the name of the boy?
Clinton.
Kennedy.
Clinton.
Clayton.
Okay.
Yes. We would want to have both of you in our office on Monday, sir.
James Kennedy. James
Monday.
Yes.
Where's your office?
Number 93 Allen Avenue, Ikeja.
Okay, that'll be around what time?
11 o'clock precisely, sir.
11 o'clock.
Yes.
Okay. Then it's Christ Paris. I'll see how it works out.
Thank you.
Alright.
You said it's Kennedy that flogged you with wire. I don't need any other person. Don't bring in people left and right. The whole community cannot come here because of your only son. He that the beat have already stated who beat him. So they should come with the person. So I will bring the stepmother, bring the sister, bring everybody that live in that community to be here because he knows who beat him and he mentioned who beat him. Let me have pen.
Kennedy.
Can I have pen? Where is their consent? Where is the consent? You go out there, go and fill it.
Thank you.
Don't disturb me. I'm busy. Don't have a panel with you. What is today's date? All right, thank you, viewers. We'll be back in a moment. God bless you and happy International Women Day. So, my greetings to all our International Women Day. Call International Women. So, happy International Women Day. Okay? See you soon.